Hello, it is Amber with Evolve MEP. Welcome to the Valentine's Day edition to Evolve. So happy Valentine's Day, and let's dive into some things. So I'm going to be going over some of the features I love. So first, I'm going to go into my settings within my utilities panel. So I'm going to go all the way down here to my workstation settings. Within my workstation settings, we're going to see our visual experience. Can't be a holiday themed video without changing my visual experience, so I'm going to go down to my Valentine. So now that I have my Valentine visual experience changed, now anytime I go into any grid or dialog box within Evolve, I will now see my Valentine themed visual experience. Let's talk points within Evolve MEP. You're going to find our points panel within both Evolve Electrical and Evolve Mechanical. I'm going to go up to my Create Points. So there's a few things that you can adjust when creating a manual point. Keep in mind, a lot of our families are going to have pre-embedded points within there, and you can embed our points into any existing families that you might have, or any families that you find that do not have an embedded point already. I'm going to choose my family type. I'm going to scroll down to my Valentine's Day point. I'm not going to currently worry about any of my point information, but I can adjust my point number from here, my point layer, and my point description. Next, we're going to go to our point placement. I can do a single point or a grid point. So for now, I'm going to select these 3 right here and have an offset value of 3 feet. Press OK and choose the intersection of my 2 grids. There you go, 3 of my points are placed. Let's do that one more time. Grid point, single point, and I'm going to keep that offset as 1 foot. Select the intersection, and there we go. Next, let's go over this one more time, but do a single point placement. Press OK, and I'll come in here and select exactly where I need to place my points. Last thing that we'll talk about when it comes to points is our point manager. Point manager is great for you being able to control the points that are within your project. You can display your points by project, by current view, or current selection. When it comes to current selection, I definitely recommend creating an element filter, selecting the points you want to be able to select, and then go from there. Looking at the icons up here, we have our locate element. So if you don't remember what that point is, you can easily locate the point within your project. You can do an auto renumber, which we'll do right now. So I'm going to select all these points right here, which are our points that we placed. First, say auto renumber. And quickly be able to renumber them. I can export my grid. I can import in my points, and I can also export my points. When it comes to exporting my points, I'll go up to my export points, and I can specify my file name and my type. So my CSV file or my TFL file. Looking at our icons down here, you can see how many points are placed within. You can see we have our add, new, and delete. I can export my current display to Excel. I can do a bulk update, especially if you're having to make modifications to a bunch of your points or elements throughout your Evolve. Our grids are going to be pretty similar throughout the different features, so you're going to see very similar icons. I can do bulk update, so I can specify, let's say, my description. So now those points were updated in a mass amount. One last thing I want to discuss is you are able to place in your points within your point manager. So if you know a location or you're trying to place a point with a known location, you can easily do that right within your point manager. So I can come in here and specify my X, Y, and Z. And now that point is within our project. Next, let's go over some quick overviews of some additional features. So with our hanger placement tool, you're going to find our hanger placement tool within your supports panel within your Valve Electrical. So with my hangers, I can make modifications to my profile by creating new ones. I always like pointing out those project settings, making sure that you don't have to constantly re-enter in settings. Every setting itself will be saved to your Revit file itself, which is super helpful. You can easily export and import in as well. Placement is fine. Mirror-like hangers, you can have that if need be. Within your family settings, you can really fine-tune this and get it to be exactly what you would like. And also the big one is that collision detection. So I can come in here and enable my collision detection and also my collision adjustment as well here. I can specify that color. So if there is a clash, I can specify what I want my hanger and then any elements it's clashing with, whatever color needs to be here. And again, those are just the settings. You're primarily going to be living in your hanger placement feature right here. So choose your profile, your mode, and your attached to. Select your starting point, press finish, and choose the direction that you want those hangers to be placed. There you go. Your hangers have been placed. Our seismic support is a new feature within our 6.2 release. First, I select the hangers that I need seismic support for. Come in here, select my family and type. If you don't have it loaded in, I can just come in here and do my load default. I can come in here and specify edge of strut or center of rod and make modifications to my angle 1 or my angle 2. I can come in here and specify my options, so attach to. Press OK, and there we go. The issue with Evolve is I could go on for hours about all the features I love. So to close off, we're going to go down to our workstation settings and we're going to hit this reset to default, setting us back to our basic visual experience. And until next time, if you have any questions or want to see more, please visit our website and request a demo. Thank you.